Surviving a deployment here depends on a combination of physical endurance and an absolute, unbroken trust in the comrades standing to the left and right. In the autumn of 1968, that unit included Harbhajan Singh, a 22-year-old sepoy serving in the Indian Army's 23rd Punjab Regiment. On October 4th, he was assigned to a standard supply column, leading pack mules along the narrow, rain-slicked cliffs that connect remote forward posts. Heavy rains had washed out parts of the trail. While navigating a treacherous stretch, Singh lost his footing and tumbled into a fast-flowing glacial stream, where he was immediately swept away by the rapids. The regiment mobilized immediate search teams. For 3 days, they scoured the jagged ravines and icy waters, but the harsh terrain yielded no sign of his body. When a soldier goes missing in action, it leaves a distinct void in the ranks. In an environment this brutal, a unit relies on closure to process grief and maintain the morale required to stay functional. The search had stalled until a fellow sepoy approached his commanders with a report of a highly specific and vivid dream. Harbhajan Singh had appeared in the dream and described the exact location where his body lay submerged beneath the snow and water. The unit dispatched a team to the coordinates provided. They found Harbhajan Singh's remains precisely where the dream had indicated. Finding the body offered closure, but it also catalyzed a psychological shift among the troops. Soon after, sentries on night watch began reporting invisible forces slapping them awake when they fell asleep in sub-zero temperatures. These accounts were accompanied by physical anomalies. Inside the camp, Harbhajan's uniform and boots were kept ready and polished every evening. By morning, the boots were frequently found covered in fresh mountain mud. These isolated accounts coalesced into a unified narrative. The men of the Punjab Regiment concluded that Sepoy Harbhajan Singh had never abandoned his post. The Indian Army responded to the spreading folklore by officially sanctioning the construction of a shrine, the Baba Mandir, to honor the fallen soldier. The military bureaucracy adapted to the myth. Harbhajan Singh was kept on the active duty payroll and received regular promotions, eventually rising to the honorary rank of captain. He was even granted 2 months of annual leave. Every September, the Army packed his personal belongings and placed them on a train with a reserved seat, sending his effects back to his home village in Punjab. Respect for this invisible sentinel eventually crossed the border. During diplomatic meetings, the Chinese People's Liberation Army routinely acknowledged his presence, even leaving an empty chair for him at the negotiating table. The institutionalization of this legend allowed a rational, protocol-driven military machine to maintain order and morale through the formal integration of faith-based traditions. Looking past the supernatural claims reveals why a highly organized, modern military found it necessary to embrace this legend. Extreme geographic isolation alters human coping mechanisms. When humans are detached from civilian life and placed in perpetual danger, the mind seeks ways to process its own vulnerability. Environmental stressors like isolation and extreme cold demand a psychological anchor. This shared faith in an eternal protector acts as a collective buffer, providing the security needed to mitigate the stress of high-altitude combat. This officially sanctioned ghost story functions as an evolutionary survival tool, providing the human mind with a necessary anchor when faced with extreme environmental duress. Military service is built on an unwavering commitment to duty. This philosophy holds that the righteous battle must be fought, regardless of the personal cost. Harbhajan Singh's immortality is the direct result of a military unit that refused to let his sacrifice disappear into the mountain. His memory survived because his comrades maintained it as a vital point of collective memory. The winds howl through Nathula Pass, and snow buries the ridges. Yet sentries stand their posts, assured someone watches over them in the dark. The endurance of this legend represents the ultimate expression of military loyalty, a promise that no man is truly left behind, not even in death.